Today we are 1,000 people in person. Normally we have 4,000 people at NOAA, but we have some challenges. But we are so happy you are here, because that's not taken for granted. Why do we come together? Why are we doing a conference during these crazy times? Well, in fairness, when we booked this place, at no point we would have expected that COVID is still dragging on. But we have no choice. In fact, COVID might be the trigger point for us to be here. When I saw this slide, I was ashamed. These are the number of rhinos killed in Africa. I thought we live in a civilized world. I thought that the United Nations or WWF or whoever would take care of this. Now you do notice that the numbers go down in 2016. In fact, 2019-20 is even lower. People were celebrating these numbers. But then I figured out, well, the number of rhinos to shoot went down. So those numbers are all bullshit. What is NOAA? We have consistently brought the top startups on stage, the ones who take care of making their investors very, very rich. How rich? Well, if you would have invested in these companies who spoke at NOAA, at the time they first appeared on stage, and many of the investors did, they went up 35 times in valuation. So now I have a question, or I had a question for me. Do I want to continue this? Or do I want to find the startups who we really need in this world? Not the loudest, not the smartest, but the ones who really have the products we need. They are sustainable companies which are profitable, like Plastic Bank. David Katz flew in from Canada. So there are enough companies as a universe to make a conference like this work for nature. Now, one thing we noticed in this sustainability world, and I was so happy, I had a diversity problem. We had almost no females on stage at NOAA. And not because I don't like females, but they just don't find so many companies, so I had no choice. In sustainability, it's different. 50% of the traffic on our website is female. 27% on stage is female. But female was for me like the stepping stone to sustainability. We have bigger issues. And the biggest problem is we don't have sustainability. So why don't we have sustainability? Because nobody works together in this world. It's ridiculous. You have 256 United Nations climate initiatives. Many companies are in many of those initiatives. No one works together. So we developed Juicy Data. Yes, we are a conference, but we also want to be an internet company. After 12 years seeing all these great startups, I became jealous. So we set up Juicy Data, which is mapping the entire world in its causes, in its impact. What is impact? Impact can be a lot. And the funny thing is, when we start measuring all of you across this scale, we know who is your best collaboration partner for whatever objective you have. So we are launching Juicy Data in a few weeks, and it will blow your mind. For example, we could find out what speaker has done what for NOAA, just analyzing social networks. So we are going into a data-heavy environment because it's time to measure where we stand. There's no environmental KPI systems. Let's talk about some logistics. It's 2G, so theoretically, I guess we are allowed to take off the mask. We take COVID very seriously. The last thing we wanted, obviously, is scandal, so we went for the safest option, even if it means that some 3G attendees are not able to participate. If you get a meeting request from a 3G attendee on our amazing networking app, which I'm sure you used, you can meet them in the hotel just outside the venue. Now we talk about some thank yous. When NOAA started in 2009, Klaus Hommels from Lakestar was on stage and gave us a magnificent push. He was complaining about the ecosystem in Europe, that digital was not in the minds of corporates. You could say, 12 years later, we complain that sustainability is not in the agenda of corporates. And I'm not talking about the window dressing. If I tell you how many closed doors I found preparing this conference, you will be ashamed to live in this world. The bigger, the richer, the less motivated to collaborate, which is sad, because they don't know what they are missing. You are here, and you are here to see a, I would say, Swiss masterpiece of collaboration. Thanks to Christian Wenger, who ran Digital Switzerland, and I think founded it also together with Mark Walder, we do the conference in Switzerland, in Zurich, which is the #1 liberal collaborative country in the world. I know that because I've been organizing conferences in Germany, in the UK, in the US, in Israel. I've never received so much support from anyone at any conference. Mark Walder, my SMS, WhatsApp friend. Weekend, 6 a.m., absolutely no worries. So, Nico, please, Christian, Mark, please come on stage and make a short statement on Noah.